So without further delay, I can start with you. Are you able to listen to me, hear me out and see my visuals also?
Yes, sir. You are clearly visible and clearly audible, sir.
Good. And we have Pramod also here, Pramod Jagtap, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Good. Good. So what I will do, I have had a look at your at the DAFs of both of you. I have noted down a few points which to my mind can emerge from these DAFs. Although you must have done a lot of thinking about what questions are likely from your DAF, but still there are few which I think may be useful. And after that brief summary of your DAF, I will request you, both of you, to please share with me your anxieties, your doubts, your queries, or your any other comments. Starting with you, Pandurang.
Yes, sir.
Kolhapur, of course, because it's Kolhapur in itself is a place which for the past 50 years, maybe more than that, has been part of the popular culture of India. The first thing, even a person who is living way up north, he remembers Kolhapuri chappals, and then so many references in Bollywood and all that. So Kolhapur, yes, unless and until you are the second or third candidate in that interview board from the same district, you may be ready, because Kolhapur is a good conversation opener. And of course, that very well matches with your hobbies and areas of interest which you have mentioned later. That is the cuisine, cooking of Maharashtrian cuisine, especially Kolhapuri cuisine. So I have, to the extent of 90%, I'm sure that this can be the opening gambit by the interview board for you. Right? Yes. Here, Pramod is a chess enthusiast, so he will know the meaning of opening gambit. What is opening gambit, Pramod?
Sir, it's a move in the chess when player sacrifices a piece to gain advantage in the opening.
Right. So, Pandurang, you also understand the meaning of that now. So, having discussed about your native place and related aspect of your cooking hobby, you have given your preferences. I was having a look at that. SSB is at serial number 2. Am I right? First is, of course, the privileged charm of CISF. SSB is number 2. Now, being from Maharashtra, the first question comes to my mind even, that when you think in terms of you are from an agricultural family, and for every one of us, those who join any service, one idea is to be close to your native place as close as possible, as close as circumstances permitting. So SSB, I believe that you must be having an idea that what SSB is all about and where exactly it is deployed, and even BSF and ITBP, of course, again having very limited deployment on the China border. But SSB is even narrower. So I do hope that you have prepared on this aspect and you are ready to justify SSB being at number 2. I would like to hear from you now. How do you justify SSB being at number 2? And even BSF and CRPF down below. CRPF is an organization which is usually deployed in the southern parts of the country.
Yes, sir. I prioritize CISF, and secondly, SSB in the preferences. As so, I mostly I thought thoughtfully put it on second preference because, sir, SSB is the most people interactive force after CISF that interacts with the citizens of or people of Bihar, Uttar Pradesh. In the northern frontier. So it deals with the other measures like countering smuggling, etc.
And all right, I got the drift. I got the drift of your thought process. But again, you be ready for supplementary questions. Right. The nature of Nepal border is different. So that is why SSB's interaction is at a... This you can actually supplement your answer with. BSF and ITBP. They are relatively isolated forces, ITBP especially. ITBP's interaction will be limited to those very few people who are the residents of Himalayan villages. BSF, yes. BSF, especially in areas like Punjab, Rajasthan and Gujarat borders, or even in Punjab and Bangladesh, all the surrounding entire Bangladesh border, there they also have a lot of opportunities and requirements to interact very closely with, not only with the local law and order administrators, but also with the general public. So see where your argument is strong, where it is relatively weak, and also see all arguments in a conversation, they are not in black and white. A lot of gray areas are there. The only thing which you must maintain is that without being impolite, without being adamant, you have to justify. Try this. Yes, sir. Okay, aisa hai, but then I think that this is more important. BSF, I am talking, right? I have worked in BSF. So BSF, yes, I know that it has opportunities to interact with people in Punjab. In fact, they cultivate intelligence also very strongly because of so many, drone crossings and all that. But that nature is, we are very casually conversing, that nature of interaction is actually adversarial. जैसे पुलिस करती है आमतौर पर भाई ठीक है, but SSB is more in support room because first of all the border is open. So SSB's main job, of course, remains securing the borders, but they are more, inclined to have a kind of amiable relationship. If I'm SSB assistant commandant, if SSB assistant commandant does not, adopt an amiable kind of friendly kind of interaction with people there, so obviously that will lead to much more damage than a BSF commandant doing the same. BSF वाला नहीं भी interact करेगा तो चलो भाई there is the barbed wire fencing, but here see the point. So practically on the ground it's the reality. What you are saying, your argument is broadly okay, that yes, SSB gives you a higher chance because the comparison will be between BSF and ITBP and SSB. I think your ITBP is number 5. So भाई अगर आपको interact करना है border पे उससे कर लीजिए, but then you have to justify that SSB will give you more opportunities. So much about your choices, preferences. You have been employed as an assistant chef also for 2 years. Now that gives rise to very interesting questions, not only because of your cooking hobby, but as a career, and especially when it is observed that you did your +2 in 2019 and completed your BSc Agriculture in 2023. Was there a gap in your studies?
No, sir, there was no gap. I completed my 12th in 2019 itself, and after immediately I took admission for BSc Honours Agriculture and completed in 2020. It is a 4-year honours degree program.
It is a 4 years course. All right. I thought it was a 3 years course. 4 years course. Okay. So, but how, again, as I said, many questions. So, how exactly were you able to do justice with your studies while this must have been, how many hours were you working a day as assistant chef there? Because I'm forgetting the name of that institution. जहाँ तुम काम कर रहे थे, उसका नाम लिखा हुआ है क्या? Where were you working exactly?
Yes, sir, I have mentioned that.
I'm forgetting that because your DAF is not open before me. What was the place?
Sir, the name of the hotel was Hotel Tandoor Corner.
Hotel Tandoor Corner. Yeah, that was very interesting name. How many hours a day? How many hours a day you are supposed to put in there?
Sir, I was initially I have engaged for a very short period of time during COVID-19, and when the college was completely shut. But initially I was worked for 8 hours, and when college virtually started, then I shifted to the part-time job. And when officially college offline started, then I left the job and again started.
It's a very, as I said, coupled with your hobby of cooking, it is a very interesting field of conversation. But my only suggestion to you is that don't make up anything here. If you have actually, I 100% believe that you must have done this 8 hours job. For the 2 years you have worked there, and side by side you have conducted your studies also. Be truthful. Whatever problems you faced, whatever challenges you had to negotiate, but ultimately you can, I believe that it was with the viewpoint of supplementing the family's income, right?
Yes, sir.
So you can be upfront about that. Tell them, sir, I wanted to supplement after 12th because of my family conditions. I needed to supplement the income, so I did that. And I made sure that it was not going to impact my studies at all. And especially because as I see your results, your CGPA is 7.81, close to 8, which is very good actually. So that again another question which comes to mind, that why not pursuing further studies? Your father is an agriculturist. Now, I don't expect an answer from you right now. I'm just flagging this, that this can be because you have, see, yesterday there were 2-3 candidates. In fact, Prashant is still here. So what happened? Prateek is there. So what happened that they have completed their engineering way back, 5, 6, 7 years back. So their approach to this question will be different. But for you, as being almost a fresh graduate, 23 is not very long back, and you just completed your graduation. So this line of questioning, that why did you not pursue your education further in the field of agriculture itself, which could have actually helped you in your family this thing also, vocation also, and moreover considering your CGPA also. So be ready for that. And then finally you have got this weightlifting hobby as well as performance. You have won prizes, state level participation. Be clear about that. State level participation means what? You have a little bit, you have been vague in mentioning that. You should have mentioned the year also. The 2022 year is mentioned, but what you have not, have you mentioned that which particular category you were in, and were you part of a state team, or was it an inter-university competition or national games or whatever? What was the event? It is not
inter-university competition.
So that you could have mentioned, and because later on you have mentioned that you won 2 medals also in inter-university games, right?
Yes, sir.
Were they the same games, same events?
Yes, sir. It was the same event that I mentioned in my achievements.
Okay, so you can now inter-university games, maybe state level, may not be state level. In fact, they can be beyond state level also. Universities from several states may participate. So you need to be very clear in your mind about this line of questioning, that by state level se aapka matlab kya hai? State level participation what generally means that you are in the sub-junior, junior, senior team of the state as such. State of Maharashtra participating in national games, whether that is of sub-junior level or junior level or senior level, whichever. So because you are frankly admitting that it was inter-university games only, so be clear. Don't try to make up things there.
So what can I say, sir? There?
You can say that, sir. What is by state level? What I meant was that the competition was actually inter-university, an inter-university competition in nature. And do you remember which other universities participated in that?
Yes, sir.
So, I guess were there not universities outside Maharashtra in that?
No, sir. The universities from Maharashtra only.
Okay, then you can mention that sir, I have written a state level. I have not participated in open national games or anything like that. But then it was an inter-university competition in which several of the universities from Maharashtra state participated. So, sports plus fitness enthusiast. Your achievements in weightlifting are one part, but what exactly you mean by this being, then you come into that, because anybody can be a fitness enthusiast. Even a person like me, who hasn't participated in any sports at the state, to badi dur ki baat hai, even district level. But there may be the fitness enthusiast ka kya matlab hai, right? And what exactly are you doing to get this good feeling that yes, you are a student, you are a fitness enthusiast. And talking about hobbies, my last point here, I yesterday made it clear to other candidates that while answering any question on hobby or your area of interest, you have to first solve this riddle. This question you have to answer, that why at all UPSC wants to know that yes, Mr. So-and-so, Mr. Pandurang Phone is having these hobbies, right? They have tested your academic knowledge. They are testing your personality. Personality has got so many other components, responding to unforeseen situations, your integrity, this, that. But what exactly is, why have they kept this column? That yes, you mentioned about your hobbies and interest areas. Yesterday I said, and which I'm repeating to you also, that basically what they want to know is that what kind of personality do you have? There's a typical word of being a well-rounded person. What well-rounded person means? A person, whether he gets selected in IAS or IPS or assistant commandant, wherever. If you are going for a job in civil services, after all, assistant commandant not the Army, Navy, Air Force. Your job is basically civil in nature, right? You are armed forces of the country, but then the job remains civil in nature. It is not a military job, but there the job requirements become quite different. So as you also said that in SSB you will have the opportunity to interact with civilians. So when you are interacting with a civilian at an individual level or at a collective level, at the level of your company or battalion, you are basically represent the government. Okay, you are the interface between the government and civilians. In civilians means citizens of the country. So what UPSC wants here is that the personality of the officer should be such that which doesn't have any kind of loopholes or angularities. तो इसमें अब सवाल ये आता है कि आपकी ये बाकी सारी एथिक्स वाली चीजें हो गई, एम्पैथी, कंपैशन, इंटेग्रिटी, decision making capabilities, all that. So where do these come in? These hobbies. These hobbies are, the keyword here is hobbies and areas of interest are the basic means to re-energize and regenerate yourself. जिस तरीके से हम अपनी हमारी तबीयत बिल्कुल ठीक है, we are very healthy, but still we might take some vitamin tonic. Why it is so? Because we want our system to be re-energized, right? So hobbies have played this very important role that yes, आपने अपना काम कर लिया, सारा कुछ हो गया, but then yes, you are retuning your body, right? So ये बात अगर ध्यान में रखोगे, then you will become, all of you, those others who are listening here, they will know, they will realize that hobbies आपका लिखवाना सिर्फ इसलिए नहीं है कि भाई उस हॉबी के बारे में गूगल सर्च करके और AI पर देख करके सारा उसका जो इतिहास है, पूरा बैकग्राउंड. Nobody is testing your academic knowledge about, for example, chess and swimming. Pramod has written. Nobody is trying to. Okay, there will be questions. Like where was chess originated? Who the current champion? All that. Because why those questions are important? Because again, I always say that hobbies की बात जहाँ आती है, please keep in mind that the 5 persons who are sitting there in the interview board, none of them may be having that hobby at all. So the questions which come to mind for making a free-flowing conversation possible are those questions which an intelligent layman will ask. भाई आप चेस खेलते हैं, ऐसा चेस शुरू कब हुआ था? ऐसा करंट चैंपियन कौन है? Nobody will. I asked you opening gambit. No, that is something which somebody is actually chess enthusiast like you or who has played chess. He will ask those questions. So that risk you have to take. But that is only like 1 out of 10 chances there. And as a matter of fact, while briefing the board members, UPSC, one of their guidelines is this, that we must not go into the detailed aspects of a particular hobby, because even if you have represented a state, you have represented in weightlifting at the state level, that does not mean that all the intricacies of, you are not a weightlifter, coach of weightlifting. You are not somebody who has done some scientific analysis of weightlifting. So I will be asking questions related to those aspects which can be asked by a layman only, just to test. That part is still there. क्योंकि unfortunately ऐसा होता है कि बहुत सारे कैंडिडेट्स despite सब कुछ क्लियर होने के बाद भी वो झूठी अपनी भर देते हैं कि हाँ भाई ये right. So that part is still there, that testing वो तो तुरंत समझ आ जाता है. Within if there are 2-3 intelligent questions, it comes to surface that okay, you are trying to mislead the board, or you are not pursuing anything in that hobby. You are just doing some ratta and come up. But if you are a genuine enthusiast and you are genuinely pursuing a hobby, then all your answers should be attuned to. They should have their focus as this: that how it is going to make me a better person. How it is not only going, how it has made me a better person. How playing chess or how swimming has made me a better human being. Forget to being assistant commandant, right? So that is I just went at a little bit of length on this because most of the time candidates are not exactly aware of this simple fact that why after all hobbies. आपको ये क्यों नहीं पूछते UPSC वाले? Just imagine in a lighter vein, why UPSC doesn't ask तुम्हें खाने में क्या पसंद है? Is there a column in your DAF? What exactly are you fond of eating? No. Because that you maybe, or they will never ask whether you are a vegetarian or non-vegetarian. आपको चाय अच्छी लगती है, कॉफी अच्छी लगती है, वो सब बातें तो एक बड़ी अलग लेवल की हो गई. Fine. So that much is about your DAF, dear Pandurang. Now you can shoot your questions, your doubts, or whatever.
Sir, I have a doubt that, as you said initially, that how to justify SSB. Sir, I have a question about ITBP. That majority of the time in mocks also they ask about why do you kept ITBP as the last. So how can I?
Kilometers away from Maharashtra. क्या प्रॉब्लम है भाई? अगर मुझे सुरक्षा करनी है मैं महाराष्ट्र आर्म पुलिस में भर्ती हो सकता हूँ. Why do I dislocate myself? Then again there are no geographical similarities between Maharashtra and you are a fitness enthusiast and all that. People will ask you, आप इतने अच्छे weight lifter है, you can survive very well in that environment. But then come to that. Yes, sir, that is true. But then for me, my family considerations, the considerations of the deployment being so far away, that has prompted me to keep it at number 5. और ये जब भी इस तरह का क्वेश्चन आता है, again it is common to all kinds of questions. जब भी आपको कोई एक नेगेटिव चीज जस्टिफाई करने के लिए कहा जाता है रिलेटिंग टू योर लेट अस से जॉब प्रेफरेंस और व्हाई आर यू राइटिंग असिस्टेंट कमांडेंट और व्हाई आर यू नॉट परस्यूइंग एग्रीकल्चर एज सच, उसमें सब में अंत आपका ये होना चाहिए, ये सर if I am selected and given ITBP, I will be most happily joining it. It's not as if I have got something against ITBP. Yes, I have interest in I am very much interested in cooking, and yes, if first of all I will pursue my habit of cooking even after my selection, and in case I am not selected, then I know that I have a very bright future ahead of me as a professional chef. So whatever answers you give, they should, positivity must emerge from each sentence of yours. हालांकि अगेन ये भी होता है बोर्ड की ब्रीफिंग में कि भैया आपको कोई यू डोंट हैव टू प्रोवोक द कैंडिडेट टू पिक अप गो डेलिबरेटली गोइंग टू अ नेगेटिव साइड. वहाँ क्वेश्चनिंग 90% ऑफ टाइम ऐसी ही होती है जिसमें कि आपको पॉजिटिव दायरे में रखने की कोशिश की जा सकती है, मेकिंग यू कंफर्टेबल. एज आई ऑलवेज से इन माय लेक्चर्स आल्सो इन YTF that board is sitting there to select you, not to reject you. ये नहीं है कि आपको कैसे उन्होंने नुक्स निकाल करके और रिजेक्ट करना है, ये देखना है कि इसमें पॉजिटिव क्या है और उसको लिया जाता है. तो अगर आपको कोई इस तरीके से रख रहा है कि हाँ ITBP तुम सबसे आखिर में क्यों रख रहे हो भाई, व्हाट यू हैव अगेंस्ट ITBP, then we'll be very frank, सर ये रीजंस है, बहुत दूर है, 1500 किलोमीटर दूर है, I will not be able to. Then of course वन में से अगर इस पे कोई SSB तो दूर है, SSB at least is deployed in areas which are well connected. After 1 hour drive, you can come to, 2 hours drive, you can come to Patna or Buxar or wherever, and then you can take a train or you can take. तो ये चीजें हैं जिनको कि बिल्कुल honestly admit करो. Got it? Yes. Or that's all.
Yes, sir. I will ask the question.
All right. So it is exactly 25 minutes, and Prabodh, it is your turn. From Solapur, you were. Neither of you were there last year, right?
No, sir. This is first time.
Okay, you are going for interview for the first time. What about you, Ponde? This is your first interview, Pandurang? Your mic? First interview. Chalo, okay, all right. So, Pramod, in your case, we have discussed this chess and swimming part. Again, there are a couple of things which are common between yours and Pandurang's DAF. You also have completed your bachelor's with, again, the DAF is not with me. I think economics, English literature, so many things were there. And you have obtained 91.24%. Right?
Yes.
Very high score on an average for a humanities student of undergraduation. A plus. What is A plus?
Sir, it is given as a O for outstanding and A plus as a grade.
A plus grade 91.24%, and the graduation being only 3-4 years away. It leads to a natural question that then why no higher studies in economics, English literature, or whatever interested you at your graduation level? You be ready. You must have prepared some answers for that. Be ready for that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm currently pursuing MA from IGNOU Open University. That was my question.
Have you mentioned it in your lab?
No, sir, I have not mentioned it.
I think there is a column for that, isn't it? Is there a column for?
No, sir. In the pursuing, I think it wasn't there.
Okay, so you are pursuing your master's in which subject?
Political science.
Political science. Political science must have been one of your subjects in graduation as well?
Yes, sir. It was specialized subject in graduation.
तो अगर कहीं पर कोई ये सवाल पूछता है या अदरवाइज बात आती है तो you are confident about political science questions or not? First of all, that's the issue.
Yes, sir. I can fairly answer the question related to subject.
So, जब भी आपको पहली अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है कहीं पर, तो you can introduce this by means of normal conversation. That sir, I am pursuing my masters in. और IGNOU से या कहीं से भी करना कोई बुरी बात नहीं है. IGNOU, after all, I have done one of my masters on IGNOU only. So इसलिए because again the rider is that you are conversant and comfortable with political science. Because if you say masters in political science, and district level chess, you have won a prize. But again, it is quite vague, like Pandurang this thing that which competition, which event, what level, was it junior level, senior level, and even a year you have not mentioned perhaps in that. Have you mentioned the year?
No, sir, I have not mentioned it.
So these questions will come up because it is very vague kind of mention that I have won a prize at district level. Prize we can see first prize, second prize, third prize. So there can be questions. The question wherever. That is why this DAF is so important. That normally, and there is no harm. I mean, that is we are supposed to do as interview board members. कि जहाँ पर भी loopholes, अच्छा again loopholes यहाँ तो हम बात कर रहे हैं proper तरीके से. Loopholes में मैं तुम्हें थोड़ा सा strictly बोल रहा हूँ. Loopholes पे जाने का मतलब बोर्ड का ये बिल्कुल नहीं होता again putting you on a wrong mat or sort of criticizing you. Loopholes का भी अगर है तो वो मान के चलते हैं भाई लड़का लिखना भूल गया है या मे बी उसमें याद नहीं आया तो kind of an honest opportunity is given to you to fill up the loopholes. The way I suggested that you mentioned about your masters in political science also, the same way you can tell there क्या जीता था तुमने वैसे? What exactly was your prize?
Sir, it was a second place in school level championship, district level chess championship in 10th standard. Okay. तो उसमें फिर वही बात कि अगर even if a person is the board member is not aware very much about chess, they can once you say that yes I have won some kind of championship or won even a prize at a school level or district level championship, then that opens a Pandora's box for all kinds of questions and all kinds of championships. National level, international level, current कौन है, पीछे कौन था, So swimming honestly you must have pursued it as a hobby or लिखने के लिए लिखा हुआ है? No sir, I pursue it as a hobby.
Fine, then swimming again these two, both of them actually, chess and swimming, they are areas of interest which are mentioned by many candidates. Now it cuts both ways. कई बार ऐसा हो सकता है कि you are the third or fourth candidate in the interview and already 3 of them have been asked questions about chess. You are of course not aware of that people before me have been grilled on chess and they make you come through one door and exit from the other door, right? So but then again if there is a fatigue of the interview board itself, they may not go into the details, but as I said, it cuts both ways. Many of the board members will be themselves swimming enthusiasts or playing chess, right? So that gives, because they are very common hobbies, right? So chances are that you will be having questions on that. So much about your DAF, Pramod. Now what are your queries, your doubts or your anxieties? Yes, Pramod? He appears to be disconnected.
I think he disconnected. Yes, he disconnected. Sir,
yeah.
I have a question about hobbies that you mentioned. It's look like vague. I have one another hobby that exploring the local culture, I have mentioned.
Your voice has been cutting, Pandurang. Can you please speak slowly again? Or maybe you can, because Prabodh has come. With your permission, I can switch to Pramod and you can just in the chat box. Yes, Pramod.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. The device was overheated, so I got cut off from
No
the
issues.
connection.
You tell me your whatever you have in mind.
Sir, the first was you already answered that should I mention MA? I am pursuing MA. And second was that I have not given any CDS exam or ND exam in the past. And I do not have any experience in such in the uniform services. So I am not able to justify my career in this CAPF.
There are very simple answers about to all these queries. Of course, we have discussed the MA political science thing. And I am very clear about that in my mind that you must introduce it somewhere, because that will take care of several things at the same time. That justifies that okay, तुमने ये करने के बाद घर नहीं बैठे हुए हो, you are doing something, but you are pursuing further studies. Then of course, knowledge is always something which is very good. And thirdly, the only thing is that you have to be conversant with political science issues. As regards the other point of views, see, DAC, I had an occasion to tell you earlier as well, a few minutes back, that our regular Army, Air Force or Navy के recruitments and job requirements, they are different, fundamentally different from either of these services, right?
No.
Even local police, there's a hierarchy, you know. State police, then CAPF, then the military forces. So,
Yes.
not appearing in NDA and CDS per se does not mean that you are not interested in uniform services. And as I said that in all these services for which UPSC is calling for interviews, whether they are civil services including IPS or CAPFs or other examinations like there are examinations for intelligence operatives, for IB, sub-inspectors for CBI. Till some year back there were separate examination for deputy SPs in CBI. So all those, as I said earlier, they are the interface of the law enforcement machinery of the government with the citizens of the country. So their job requirements is totally different. They are not, army of course is being deployed so many times in internal security duties, but that is not considered a very desirable trait. So you can always say that I didn't appear in those examinations because I was more interested in. Don't say I was not interested in that. I was more interested in handling the matters related to security and the issues which may arise from law and order. What else?
Yes, sir. That was on
the other candidates who are present here, Pratik and Prashant, they were there yesterday also. Mr. Sarang was there yesterday as well. Can you hear me, Sarang? Because I've still got 5-10 minutes. How is your preparation going on, Mr. Sarang?
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
It is going okay. I have been preparing DAF and current issues. Additionally, I am also studying the internal security and forces related data.
Okay.
And rest it is a bit, it's getting difficult. In a way, the preparation is going okay. In a way, it's going good. So as to say.
All right. When is your interview scheduled for?
It is on 20th May, 4 noon.
Exactly a month from now. So please keep preparing like that, and you're also welcome to have one-on-one whenever you feel like that. So, any other question from anybody who is present here? Prashant, yes, please.
Yes, sir. Before Prashant resumes.
Yes, Prashant, you wanted to say something?
Yes, sir. Sarang actually interested. Okay. Sarang wanted to ask something, sir.
Okay, all right. So.
Yeah, sir. I just wanted to ask whether when can I schedule the one-on-one session?
Dr. Vikram, you please get in touch with him. So Dr. Vikram will coordinate with you. So thank you so much, all of you, and wish you all the very best. I'm very sure that you will be achieving, you'll be coming out with flying colors in this competition. Wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, actually, I have a question.
Achha, okay, Prashant, yeah, come on. Luckily I didn't disconnect. Yeah, please come on.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, my physical appearance don't like much that I am a gym person, but I do gym and I do deadlift, sir. In my 75 weight category, I have deadlifted 180 kg. And I have put that video on YouTube also, sir. So if they ask me that like you don't appear to be that person of physical enthusiastic, so should I say that, sir, I am very much enthusiastic, however my diet is very different, and I can give them proof also.
This is very, I mean, to my mind, it is very simple. The body structure of a weightlifter, you are a weightlifter, right?
Yes, sir.
Body structure of a weightlifter and the body structure of a 5,000 meter runner, they are bound to be different. A person like me, I at 62 years of age, what is my weight, you are aware? It is 62 years, 62 kgs. Okay. And that is, because 1.5 hours in the morning, I do all kinds of things. Right. So, I mean, brisk walk and this yoga, pranayama, all that. But that does not mean that I can lift any weight. I mean, basic strength training I do with that 2 kgs dumbbells, but not. I cannot think even of that कि मुझे weightlifting करनी है. तो body structure से इसका कोई coordination नहीं है. In fact, as much as I can see your face, it is like a typical wrestler or bodybuilder or weightlifter. So don't have any apprehensions of that count. And एक और बात again for the benefit of all others who can listen to me, who can hear me. ये इस तरह की बात जो है ना, again that is a no. The board members are not supposed to make personal comments at all, whether that is related to your physique or appearance or your family background. They will ask questions, but no kind of personal comments. That is you don't expect from them, right? Okay, so thanks for your question, Prashant, and I believe that this is the last question. So yes. Thanks, Dr. Vikram. In case you hear me, thanks for the session. And since Sarang and others may be interested, so we can schedule it. We can maybe tomorrow or day after. We'll get in touch. Right. Okay. Thank you. Wish you all the very best once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, sir. Prashant, sorry.